Hello and welcome guys. In this video session, we are going to see how to do CRUD operation, or we can say insert, update or delete operation using Entity Framework Core in Blazor WebAssembly application. In my previous session, I already saw how to add DB context, Entity Framework DB context into Blazor WebAssembly application and how to do some select operation. If you missed that session, I will give the link on the I button. Please check it out. So in our previous session, we did this one. We are displaying the student list by calling some API inside our Blazor WebAssembly application. So in the display student page, we are calling our API. So if you missed that session particularly guys, I strongly recommend first watch that session. Next, you can watch this session so you can understand how to create the entity framework core DB context file. So rightly jump into the application. So today we are going to see how to do some insert, update, delete operation using entity framework core and web API. Stop the application. So I have created one Razor component here, manage student, which routing path will be only student. I gave the routing path in the nav menu here. So here in this page, I added this HTTP client, injecting HTTP client. Just simple input form I created without any validation using edit from student model. This student model is, you can see this student registration data from this our shared application, this one. Okay. Next, I created one event, which event I am calling in the save student button. Okay. So now we are going to create API first, then we are going to call that API using this save student. Okay, so next go to the student controller, which is present inside our server project, controller. In our previous session we created this one. Let's add our own API. So to save the timing, I already written the API. I am going to copy paste, then I will make you understand what I did. So my API will be HTTP post, and the API name is save student. So here I am using shared.student registration class. So this will be from the shared class. Okay. Next, from the shared class, I am assigning the data to my DB model class, means the database context class. Okay, this one. Here I go with a detailed and I assign one by one. You can directly deserialize from this class to our DB model class. Next, TestDB, I created one instance of this TestDB context class. Then context dot table name dot add our DB model class name. Then context dot save changes. Here I am returning some string value. Once our a basic simple HTTP post, a basic API returning a string value, converting our shared model to our DB context model, then assigning into our DB context, then context.save changes. This is the part of API we completed. Next, now we have to call that API inside our Razor component. So for that we need to write like this. So no need await the post JSON async save student and the model name. The model name is this one. So you can see this is shared.student registration. So here you can see shared.student registration. Okay. And this display message is simple string display message where I am showing this. If it is not null, then show the display message. Now everything is fine. Let's run the application and see. So in my database we have this much of data. Let's delete some data. Okay, these are odd registration number. I am deleting this odd registration number. So total I have now this much of record. I started running the application. Wait for few seconds. Go to the manage student. Let's give some. So my registration number is 100. Let's give 101. Give some contact number, save student. Okay, students have successfully. Go to student list. So you can see Ronit has came. So refresh the table. This also came. Again go to manage student. So 1002. So Dora. Okay. Save student. Students are successfully. Okay, it's not clearing. Next time we will clear this one. So go to student list. So you can see it also coming. So we have done our insert operation. Stop the application. After saving, just again initialize this class to clear our form. Guys, it's too easy to clear form. Okay, so next I'm going to create one more button here, just doing copy paste. So I'm going to update student by the registration number. Okay, so for now let it be. Let's go to our controller class, copy paste the same student method to save the time. Okay, change it. Here I am going to little bit tricky here. So what I'm going to do, I'm declaring this one straightforward context dot student registration. I'm going to write a lengthy LINQ query to make it more understandable. Context dot student registration where res dot registration number equal to obj dot registration number. Okay, then select res. Done. So next, with no need registration number and assigning everything here, no need to add anything, directly save changes and student operated successfully. Okay, so what I did here, I got the registration number data by the registration number I am posting here, then updating with I am my posting full name, email ID, contact number, then context dot save changes. Let's call this one. So this will be posted with update student data. This one. Okay. Call this method inside this update student on click. Run the application and we will see how it is updating the record. Okay. Let's take this registration number to update. go to manage student. I want to, so here name is Alex, so here I'm going to Alex123, email ID is alex123@alex.com. so previously it was okay alex.com. let's I'm giving xyz.com. okay, next some there, let's give this mobile number into this one and click on update student. So student updated successfully. Go to student list, so you can see Alex got updated. Let's take this one, manage student, registration number this one. So here name is, let's give some name. Of the student. So you can see student, this also data also got updated. Refresh this table, so you can see in table also got updated. So in this way we can update the record using entity framework core. Now let's go for delete. Same way we are going for delete. Okay, here, so delete student data, change the name. I'm getting the complete object in the std. So next I'm going to use context dot table name dot remove. I'm going to remove this particular object and save successfully. So next, deleted successfully. Done our API part. Go to our Razor component, do the same thing. So this is the API. This is the event name. Done. Run the application and we will try to delete some record. Okay, let's take this Dora. So go to manage student, give the registration number, delete. Student deleted successfully. Go to student list. So Dora is not there. Go database, not there. So let's delete one again, 101, this one. Go to manage student, delete. So you can see 101 also got deleted. Again, so you can see 100 also got deleted. So in this way we can use entity framework core inside our Blazor WebAssembly application. Guys, in our coming session I am going to show how to use localization and globalization, meaning how to use multi-language inside in our Blazor WebAssembly application. So please stay tuned. And if you like my video, give me a like, share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.